And as a result, still scoreless face-off to the right of Anderson, who is starting for the 30th time in the last 33 games for Anaheim. If anybody can use an all-star break, it's Freddie, who punches that bit away with his blocker.
So you don't have as many forwards or defensemen hanging around. I know coaches never like that when they don't have enough spare forwards and defensemen.
Ladislav Schmid is out of the lineup for the Flames tonight as Monahan gets one to the net. Getzlaf loses an edge at center and loses the puck. Here's Backlund. A diving effort by Lovejoy, and then Fowler got in there, but Backlund still got a shot away. And a good save by the right pad of Frederik Andersen. He pursues it behind the net. Weidman, who was the hero with the overtime game winner on Monday, loses it. Palmieri gets it to the net. Pileski takes it behind the goal. Ortio swimming, makes a great pass, and Palmieri finishes. Ortio never got his bearings back, and Pileski took advantage.
Kyle Palmieri pots goal number 9, and boy, he is starting to heat up on this second line for the Ducks. Good job by Pileski. Watch him pick the head up here, and he's going to spot Kyle Palmieri, who got away from Russell. And he had half a net to shoot at. Ortio cannot cut the pass off, nor can either of his.
We'll send it back, and Thompson carries on. He says, if you're going to let me, I'll go, and I'll set up Getzlaf. Short-handed, and Ortio with a big stop.
A huge save on Getzlaf. What a play by Nate Thompson.
As I mentioned, he got in 9 games a season ago. It was 4-4, including a win against the Ducks as Anderson holds the bid from Lance Beaumont. His stick is slashed out of his hands, and the fans respond to that as there's no call.
Yeah.
And then Beauchemin steps up at the near blue line and introduces himself to Johnny Gaudreau. The former Blackhawk goes to the front of the net as Juris, the product of Union College, moves it back to the line. One-time blast in the glove of Frederik Andersen through traffic off the stick of Mason Raymond. Ducks quick to send it back, and it's Perry across the line, drop pass to Getzlaf. Fires it in front, and it went off of Maroon to the corner. Ducks recover. Lovejoy from the point. That's deflected in! And Maroon got his stick on that one.
Now here's the guy who's heating up, Pat Maroon. The points are starting to come for him. This is just great hand. That shot's going 3 feet wide. He reaches out and pulls it back towards the net. And great hand-eye coordination rewards Patrick Maroon with a big goal for the Ducks.
Face off to the left of Ortio. And Thompson with a clean win. Lovejoy looks up, takes the wrist shot. He scores!
Well, this puck changes direction in front of Joni Ortio, and it's up into the top corner. And I think it's off a Calgary player. I mean, Ben Lovejoy just kind of threw it towards the front of the net. Nate Thompson wins the draw cleanly. And it looks like it goes right there off the glove of defenseman Chris Russell over top of the shoulder of Ortio. This is the thing about smaller goaltenders. Star break.
Penalty coming up here
in
to
the playoff spot.
And Brian, you know as well as anyone, they're going to have to play better than 500 hockey down the stretch if they hope to stay in a playoff position. Anderson covering up at the side of the net.
A huge difference.
Yeah.
If you're on the power play and you're winning draws in the offensive zone, good 15 to 20 seconds more time you get when you win the draw versus have to go all the way down the ice, chase after the loose puck.
And Monahan in the slot gives it up, gets it back out to the point. TJ Brodie looks up, takes that's a shot pass that knuckles in on Anderson, and Backlund can't muscle it past him. The Ducks get a break. Anderson didn't cover, but he got the whistle nonetheless. Fuller beat Juris to it. Ducks will stretch it off the stick of Cogliano, and Weidman starts back. Pass into the middle for Gaudreau, and a save by Anderson, who holds on. Thompson backhands it off the side of the goal. Bourque gets it back. Freddie Bourque wants to get to the front of the net. Got it to Jackman. He scored! Nice setup by Bourque, who did the work down low, and Jackman wasted little time.
What a shot. I mean, he just rips this into the top corner for goal number 4. And this is going to feel good for the former Calgary Flame. Watch how quickly this puck comes off the stick blade. He just whips it up into the top corner. It looked at first like he was going to.
Way as he comes in. He's greeted rather warmly by the partisan Duck crowd here. And now a wraparound from Perry nearly beats him, but he was able to flash the right pad.
Much more difficult to hit.
Hudler curls it into the middle of the ice, and Johnny Gaudreau draws a lot of attention. Long wrist shot saved by Anderson, who reels it in and covers up. Gord Dwyer says, play on. So that's what they'll do. And Kessler and Backlund take the draw, came right to the front of the net, and the Flames score. Oh, that thing pinballed all over the place. I think Backlund jabbed it past Anderson.
Yeah, it came right to Michael Backlund, and he just drilled a quick little snapshot. The sixth goal of the season for the young centerman Backlund. That puck bouncing around, it's off legs. It hits Hampus Lindholm in the shin pad and bounces directly to Michael Backlund. Watch this, kind of a crazy one here. Right off the shin pad of Backlund off of Brian Kessler.
Backlund is a guy they have hoped for years would be a #2 centerman in Calgary. Had a career year last year. Lindholm gets it to the net, and Hiller able to cover the rebound. Anaheim first overall, not only in the Pacific and the West, but in the National Hockey League entering tonight. Here's Gaudreau out of the corner. Great pass across, and Hudler is robbed by Anderson. By little Paul Byron. Engelland holds it in across for Diaz. Wide open in the slot is Bollig. Point blank save Anderson. Roback stretches it up the middle off the skate of Bolesky, who would have been in. Makes it really hard to play the puck. Back come the Flames. Gaudreau turns on the Jets. Drops it off, give and go, got it back, alone in the slot. Great pass, and they score. Monahan makes it 4-2.
It should have been a penalty again against Calgary for slashing the stick out of the hands of an Anaheim player. But it's only being called one way in this game, which is very frustrating, I'm sure, for the Ducks bench. That was TJ Brodie. And then on the ensuing rush, you can see that Anaheim partially unable to defend because one player doesn't have a stick in his hands. There goes Bourque. Nice little feed into the middle. And boy, good-looking young Pinot. This defensive pairing in particular, they are coming.
Monahan circles off the boards, lays it back. Giordano's shot sticks to Frederik Andersen. And the puck comes right to the front of the net off of a face-off win by the Ducks. And boy, did Lovejoy come back to help out Anderson, as there was a pile-up in the Anaheim goal crease. Arizona and Los Angeles prior to tonight. Boy, Vatanen with a good steal, but he just couldn't get the puck to settle. He had Cogliano, would have been behind the defense. Gaudreau from Monahan, and a point-blank save by Anderson. Sloth wins the draw from Monahan, and the ring to the left of Anderson. Rimmed around, and Maroon gets enough to get it out. Pat Maroon has one of the 4 goals. Now gets it ahead to Perry. Perry joined by Getzlaf, coming late into the zone with speed. Tipped by Maroon just off the glove of Hiller. Maroon uses the dasher to find Perry on the far side. He backhands it to the captain. Alone in front, Maroon. Glove save, Hiller.
Right in the glove of Jonas Hiller.
To the point, Boschman gives it right back. Kessler curls to the middle. Right in front, Palmieri jams it in, no goal.
And that's what the referee, the indication from the referee is that the goaltender was jammed inside the net.
From up top.
So here it is. Puck comes down into the crease area. It's underneath Jonas Hiller, and then it's in front of him. And then Giordano is there. The puck gets pushed over the line. Hiller's leg gets pushed over the line by the stick.
After video review, it has been determined that the call on the ice stands. The goalie's pad was shoved into the net, therefore no goal.
Corey Perry intercepts, sets up, Getzlaf, score!
What a shot, and what a great pass to Ryan Getzlaf. And this is a little bit about scouting report on Jonas Hiller. Watch where the captain pushes. Good forecheck from Maroon. Rollback helps keep it alive. And then Corey Perry with the backhanded feed. And boy, what a shot. Good hold by Colby Roback. And it's buried to Getzlaf, and the shot is absolutely perfect up and under the bar.
In by Diaz. Backlund pinned to the boards. Diaz tees it up, missed everything. I think he wanted a tip from Boma, but he missed it. Weidman puts it in front. Boma got it loose and the rebound, score! Joe Colborne, and the Flames get it right back.
Puck bounces into the crease area, and Colborne shows some pretty nice hands. This puck never touches the ice. Watch this. See, Kessler had lost his stick. It created a little bit of chaos. But this puck is just going to be thrown into the crease area. It's tapped up into the air, and then it's a race. Who gets to it first? Francois Beauchemin, Joe Colborne, and boy, he bats it about a foot off the ice in behind Frederik Andersen. So, as Bruce Boudreau pointed out to us earlier today, they just don't.
Perry plays it ahead and hit the lines. Then that's a break for Kessler, who hits the empty net. And Calgary's woes will continue at Honda Center, making 20 straight losses in this barn of horrors for the Flames.
Ryan Kessler pops number 13. A big lineup on the ice for Boudreau with Perry, Getzlaf, and Kessler. See that puck bounces off the